When Mo3 was gunned down on I-35, it was the start of a chain reaction. His murder sent shock through Dallas, sparking violence that spiraled out of control. But what's even wilder, one by one, the people connected to his death have either ended up behind bars or worse.
Since his death, we've had some other shootings and other violence that has been or appears to be loosely related to his death.
The man who pulled the trigger, locked up. Another suspect, also behind bars. Yella Beezy, caught up in legal troubles that derailed his career. And some of Mo3's biggest rivals, they didn't just fall off. They fell. Call it karma, call it street justice, either way. The fallout has been brutal. But how deep does it really go? And was there any real retaliation for Mo3's murder? Let's break it all down. The fall of Mo3's killers. The 2020 murder of Dallas rapper Mo3 ignited a firestorm of violence, legal drama, and unanswered questions. The brazen freeway shooting not only claimed the life of a rising star, but exposed the deadly underbelly of Dallas's rap scene, where personal grudges and street politics spiraled into a cycle of retaliation. In the chaotic days following Mo3's November 11th, 2020 murder, Dallas saw a staggering spike in homicides. Over just 48 hours, 8 people were killed across the city, many tied to the escalating war between Mo3's HSM crew and their rivals.
In truth, I'll tell you, like many other cities, we are in the midst of a perfect storm of events, fueled by anger, irresponsibility, the trials of a pandemic, and most of all, people using guns and violence to solve their problems.
Among the victims was 43-year-old Terrence Reed, who was fatally shot in a drive-by at an East Oak Cliff home. Police linked the attack to Mo3's crew, suggesting it was retaliation for the rapper's killing. Another high-profile death was that of Ducky P, the brother of Mo3's accused shooter, Q White. In September 2021, Ducky P was found dead in a car in Lancaster, Texas. He had previously released a diss track titled Rumors, mocking Mo3's death, which was uploaded to rival rapper Go Yayo's YouTube channel, with lyrics like, "Last who dissed me ended up on TV," and footage showing Mo3 in the background of his videos. Speculation ran wild that his murder was a calculated revenge hit. The violence even touched outsiders. Boozy Badass, Mo3's mentor, was shot in the leg while attending a Dallas vigil for the rapper in November 2020.
What kind of car were you in?
I don't know, man. I woke up and I was shot. I was in the hospital.
Okay.
Though Boozy survived, the attack showed how the feud had become a free-for-all, with unintended targets caught in the crossfire. Q White, the alleged trigger man, was arrested in December 2020 on federal firearms charges, felon in possession. In 2022, he was sentenced to 8 years, 9 months after pleading guilty. However, his federal time was just the beginning. Dallas County prosecutors filed state capital murder charges tied to Mo3's killing, ensuring he'd face trial post-release. White's downfall was partly self-inflicted. Before his arrest, he flaunted cash stacks and rifles on Instagram, captioned, "He put a bag on him, now I'm up." Posts showed him driving a black Audi similar to the one used in Mo3's murder. After his arrest, he doubled down, previewing songs with lyrics like, "Hop out the whip and let it spray." In March 2025, Yella Beezy was indicted for capital murder by remuneration, accused of hiring White to kill Mo3. Arrested on a $2 million bond, Beezy's trial remained pending. His 2021 track, Back at It Again, had already raised eyebrows, with lines like that interpreted as mocking Mo3's stalled career. Devin Brown, tied to tracking Mo3's location on the day of the murder, faced state charges for his alleged role. Cell records placed him in contact with White before and during the hit. A stolen AK-47 and drugs found in his home strengthened the case. Prosecutors strategically pursued federal firearm charges against White first, knowing federal prisons offer no parole. Once his federal sentence ends in 2028, Texas plans to try him for murder, effectively extending his imprisonment. Similarly, Beezy's indictment on remuneration charges aimed to hold him accountable for allegedly financing the hit. Critics argue that Mo3's death was preventable. His manager, Brandon Rainwater Mitchell, admitted removing a gun from Mo3's car days before the murder, leaving him defenseless. Mo3's own actions, taunting rivals on social media, refusing security, and releasing diss tracks painted a target on his back. Despite online speculation about Mo3's allies seeking revenge, no confirmed retaliation occurred post-arrest. However, incidents like the raid on KFI Studios linked to Yella Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy hinted at authorities cracking down on the broader network. Even in 2025, key questions remain unanswered. Will Yella Beezy's trial reveal whether he played a role in funding Mo3's murder? Will Q White's state trial bring justice, or will legal loopholes set him free? Perhaps the biggest question, can Dallas ever break free from its cycle of rap-related violence? Meanwhile, Mo3's posthumous success continues to grow, with hits like Outside making waves on the Billboard charts. In stark contrast, his rivals have faced a different fate. Trap Boy Freddy kept the feud Feud alive, dropping tracks like Shirt to mock Mo3 even after his death, while Yella Beezy's career spiraled amid mounting legal troubles. While these are the latest developments in Mo3's case, the real question is, how did his murder unfold in the first place? Mo3's death. On November 11, 2020, Dallas rapper Melvin Noble, known as Mo3, was killed in a shocking daytime shooting on Interstate 35E. The incident, captured in part by dashcam footage and eyewitness videos, unfolded like a scene from a horror movie, leaving the public stunned and sparking heated discussions online about violence, street culture, and the dangers faced by rising artists. Mo3 was driving on I-35E near the Dallas Zoo around noon after leaving a female companion's home. A black Chevrolet Camaro carrying two men began following him closely. As traffic slowed, Mo3 suddenly swerved his car to the right lane and slammed on his brakes, coming to a stop near the Beckley Avenue exit. Dashcam footage shows Mo3 jumping out of his vehicle and rushing to the passenger side. According to later discussions, he was likely trying to grab a gun from the glove compartment. However, rumors circulated that his manager, Rainwater, had secretly removed the weapon earlier, fearing police might find it during a traffic stop. One person cited Rainwater's alleged confession. Rainwater said out his own mouth that he took his strap out of the car. Before Mo3 could react further, a masked gunman leapt from the Camaro holding an assault rifle. Mo3 panicked and sprinted down the highway, weaving between slowed cars. The shooter chased him on foot, firing multiple shots. Witnesses described the gunman as determined, with one Redditor noting, "Boy wanted that bag FR, he hawked him down broad day on a highway." Mo3 was struck 9 times, collapsing near the highway's center divider. A bystander in a nearby truck was also hit by a stray bullet, but survived with non-life-threatening injuries. Drivers stuck in traffic watched in horror as the shooter calmly returned to the Camaro and fled. The aftermath was chaotic. Drivers recorded videos of Mo3's lifeless body lying on the asphalt. One clip showed a civilian performing CPR. People dissected the footage, with one commenting, "His last moments was a horror movie, no way out." Another added, "Imagine you had a bad day at work, just to get stopped in traffic for this. If I was white, I'd hate too." The highway became a crime. Seen for hours, news helicopters circled overhead, broadcasting aerial views of Mo3's body covered by a white sheet. Police later confirmed he died at the hospital, but his remains were left in public view for an extended period, amplifying the trauma. A Reddit user criticized the delay. "So brazen and yet no suspects in custody? FFs." Dallas Police Sergeant Warren Mitchell called the shooting brazen during a press conference, emphasizing the risk to bystanders. "You think of the location and all the people who could be standing around. I don't know a better word to describe it." The statement drew backlash online. People mocked the police's focus on hypothetical victims rather than Mo3's death. One wrote, "Man gets killed. Cop, damn, someone could have been hurt." Others accused law enforcement of hypocrisy. "Shooter doesn't care about innocent bystanders." Cops, "Hey, only we are allowed to open fire on a busy freeway." Critics also questioned why Mo3's case wasn't solved faster, given the clear dashcam footage of the Camaro and shooter. Some blamed systemic distrust between black communities and police, with a user stating, "These people have good reasons not to go to the police. Law enforcement needs to earn goodwill back." Online forums exploded with debates about Mo3's actions. Many criticized his decision to exit the car. Some argued, "He should have kept driving. Why TF would you get out?" Others speculated he felt cornered. His gun fell under the passenger seat. He had no choice but to run. Rumors swirled about ongoing feuds in Dallas's rap scene. Just a year earlier, rapper Yella Beezy survived a similar highway shooting. Fans connected the dots, with one noting, "Yella Beezy got hit up, then Trap Boy Freddy supposedly got shot. This ain't surprising." Trap Boy Freddy, a rival artist, fueled tensions by trolling Mo3 on Instagram after the murder.
"Man, whoever got the freeway blocked out need to get y'all shit together, dog. God damn. Ain't get on the freeway. And all got the freeway blocked off all the way on Polk, dog. What the they got going?"
He was even happy about the whole thing as he publicly acknowledged it.
Gonna pop some bottles. It's bottle popping time.
For years, the case remained cold until March 18, 2025, when a Dallas County grand jury indicted Yella Beezy for allegedly orchestrating Mo3's murder. Court documents revealed Beezy had hired Q and White, a convicted felon, to carry out the hit. White, already serving a 9-year federal sentence for firearm charges tied to the shooting, reportedly received payment for the killing. The motive stemmed from personal disputes. Devin Maurice Brown allegedly helped track Mo3's location after a feud over a woman. Texts and social media posts hinted at tensions between Mo3 and Beezy's circles.
It all started when Yella Beezy got Roy Lee knocked off. Now, why he did that, I don't know. Dude was a whole comedian, but allegedly, Yella Beezy had enough of this man and got him killed.
Mo3's death deeply impacted Dallas. Fans held vigils near the highway, leaving flowers and playing his music. Tracks like Everybody Hurts and Pain trended online, with streams surging posthumously. Fellow artists, including Boozy Badass, mourned him publicly, while critics lamented the cycle of violence. Being a rapper just ain't worth it no more, a person said. Others blamed street mentalities. Worship crime, then act shocked when it backfires, one comment read. Discussions about rappers staying in the streets after fame dominated forums. A person explained, "It's not being a rapper that's dangerous, it's still playing in the streets when you're famous." Mo3's murder highlighted Dallas's escalating violence. By November 2020, the city had already surpassed 200 murders. People compared it to other cities like Philadelphia, which topped 400 homicides that year. "It's crazy how normal this feels now," one social media user wrote. The shooting also reignited debates about Texas's gun culture. While some praised the state's self-defense laws, asking if the truck driver had a blick, could he have intervened legally? Others mocked the reality of road rage in armed communities. 1 in 4 drivers in Texas got a gun, cut someone off on their bad day, and that's your... Mo3's murder remains a brutal example of how street conflicts can spill into public spaces, endangering countless lives. The footage of his final sprint, a desperate bid to survive, haunts fans and critics alike. While the 2025 indictment brought some closure, it also exposed the grim underbelly of rap rivalries and the ease with which disputes turned deadly. But while his murder was brutal, it was his long-standing beef with Yella Beezy that ultimately set everything in motion. Mo3's Yella Beezy beef. The rap feud between Dallas artists Mo3 and Yella Beezy wasn't just about music. It was a collision of egos, street politics, and the toxic mix of fame and unresolved grudges. What began as camaraderie between two rising stars in Dallas's hip-hop scene spiraled into a years-long beef marked by diss tracks, social media taunts, and real-life violence that left scars on the city. In the mid-2010s, Mo3 and Yella Beezy were part of a tight-knit group of Dallas rappers, including Trap Boy Freddy and Go Yayo, all trying to break into the mainstream. Early interviews with platforms like Mo3's TV showed mutual respect. Mo3 even named Beezy in his top 5 Dallas rappers in 2016 and collaborated with Trap Boy Freddy on tracks like Gangsta. But as their careers grew, so did tensions. The first crack appeared in 2017 with the song Pick Sick, a posse cut featuring Trap Boy Freddy, Yella Beezy, and Go Yayo. Mo3's exclusion from the track stung. People pointed out that Mo3 felt sidelined, especially since he'd already signed a deal with Epic Records, which bred jealousy. In a Mo3's interview, Mo3 downplayed the snub, but insiders noted he privately seethed. Some saw Pick Six as a strategic power move, interpreting it as a response to Mo3 feeling pushed out of the circle. Things worsened when Mo3's 2017 arrest tied him to a fatal shooting at a Fort Worth nightclub during his birthday party.
I heard a knock at the door. I mean, it was just me and my son. It was in my condo. I heard beating at the door. Boom, boom. I'm like, who the f knocking that hard?
He continued telling,
Before I even walked to the door, it hit me. I knew. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So right when I opened the door, it's AR-15, big flag lights, and me and my son face. Get on there, get on there. I like, they took the baby.
They took the baby?
Took him out my hand and threw me on the ground, looking for guns.
Though charges were dropped, the incident strained his relationships. Go Yayo, who was at the club that night, later accused Mo3 of starting drama and lying about his role. This distrust spilled into the rap game, with Mo3 accusing Yella Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy of switching up on him for clout. Dallas comedian Roy Lee, a close friend of Mo3, became an unlikely catalyst. Known for roasting local figures, Lee began targeting Yella Beezy in 2017, mocking his claims of being from Oak Cliff and challenging him to a boxing match.
I did an interview and I was talking about I ain't lying in the interview. You understand me? This beef ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but Yella Beezy and Roy Lee. This little boxing match ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
When Beezy refused to fight, Lee doubled down, calling him Yella Belly and accusing him of sending goons to jump him at a club. Yella Beezy initially ignored the jokes, but the disrespect grated. In 2018, after Lee was shot in the leg and later died from complications, rumors swirled that Beezy's crew was involved. While no evidence linked him directly, social media exploded with theories. Roy Lee's death set everything in motion. Mo3 placed the blame on Yella, and from that point, there was no turning back. The beef went nuclear in 2019. Mo3 dropped 219, a scathing diss track referencing the date of Roy Lee's birthday. He mocked Yella Beezy's 2018 highway shooting. You heard about that rapper who got shot on the tollway and accused Trap Boy Freddy of being a backup dancer scared to fight. The track also hinted at Mo3's involvement in retaliatory violence. My guy got hit, now I gotta slide for this. Yella Beezy clapped back with Back at It Again, boasting about his success and dismissing Mo3 as a gimmick. He rapped, "They mad, cause I'm up and they stuck in the same place." A clear jab at Mo3's stalled career post Epic Records. Trap Boy Freddy joined in, leaking surveillance footage of Mo3 allegedly fleeing a confrontation at his merch store. Mo3 talks big but runs faster than Usain Bolt, Freddy taunted on Instagram. Social media turned into a battleground. Mo3 took to Instagram Live, calling out Yella Beezy for allegedly lying to the police to get him banned from shows. Mo3 ridiculed Beezy for telling the police he was a threat, while publicly claiming in a Vlad TV interview that he didn't even know him.
He got me in the car and said, you had beef with a rapper. I don't have beef with no rapper. Well, that's what him and his team is saying. Him and his team are telling us that they don't want to be near you.
Well, after we did the interview with you, I interviewed Mo3.
Who?
Mo3.
I don't know who that is.
The rivalry escalated dramatically in October 2018 when Yella Beezy was ambushed in a brazen highway shooting on the Sam Rayburn Tollway. The attack left Beezy with 3 gunshot wounds, one to his chest that required a tube to drain blood from his lungs, another near his nipple, and a 3rd injury.
Find my phone, I just open the door, get out the car, I started running. You know what I'm saying? I get out the car, start running.
Were they chasing you? Or
nah,
they were gone?
I think they were gone. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know. Like
right.
I just know somebody came up beside and started shooting. So
while Beezy never directly named Mo3, the timing raised suspicion. The shooting occurred just days after the murder of comedian Roy Lee, Mo3's close friend who had been publicly feuding with Beezy. Mo3's lyrics on his 2019 diss track 219, named after Roy Lee's birthday, seemed to reference the incident. You heard about that rapper that got shot on the tollway? I made that rapper famous. Dallas rap blogs and Reddit threads exploded with theories that Mo3 was claiming responsibility. Mo3 doubled down on his aggressive persona, adopting the Osama alter ego, complete with an iced-out pistol pendant for his 2020 album. Tracks like Outside and Word Around Town contain thinly veiled threats, with lyrics about slumping bodies in cars and spinning blocks. The persona reached disturbing heights when Mo3 staged a fake shooting for his Y music video promo, posting bloody Instagram photos that tricked fans into thinking he'd been shot. While some called it clever marketing, others criticized it as exploitative given Dallas's real violence. Beezy responded through music too. His 2019 track, Back at It Again, included the line, "Last month I got shot. I've been went up on features body for body. My dudes are some demons," while his collab with Trap Boy Freddy, Money on Your Head, seemed to confirm rumors of a bounty on Mo3. The back and forth created an atmosphere where violence felt inevitable, with both sides using their art to escalate rather than diffuse tensions. The feud reached its most violent public moment in January 2020 when Yella Beezy and his crew ambushed Mo3's manager, Brandon Rainwater Mitchell, outside V Live Strip Club in Dallas. Surveillance footage captured the brutal attack. Rainwater sprinting into traffic as Beezy's crew chased him down, with Beezy himself yanking off Rainwater's coat before the group pummeled him in the middle of the street. The video showed Rainwater being thrown in front of moving cars before his attackers fled back to the club, leaving him with a dislocated hip and other injuries. Mo3 responded furiously on Instagram Live, mocking Beezy's crew.
Let me say this first. Rainwater, my manager, it's not no street. Let me say it again. Rainwater, my manager, is not no street that he graduated high school and went to college, sir. Sir, you get what I'm saying?
He played audio of Beezy celebrating the attack, "I beat him up by myself," then contrasted it with the video showing multiple attackers. Rainwater later filed a $1 million lawsuit, but the case never went to trial. Behind the violence, the beef reflected Dallas's fractured rap scene. Veteran artists like Boozy Badass, who had signed Mo3 to his label, warned about the dangers of hometown jealousy. Wherever you from, you get hated the most. You know most rappers die in their own city, man, it's a fact. The contrast between the rappers' careers fueled tensions. Yella Beezy's 2018 single That's On Me went platinum, earning him collaborations with Quavo, Chris Brown, and a spot opening for Beyonce and Jay-Z. Meanwhile, Mo3, despite critical acclaim for projects like Shataz, 3.0 struggled after his Epic Records deal collapsed following the 2017 Fort Worth shooting incident. The summer of 2020 saw the beef turn even deadlier. A gunfight erupted at Houston's V Live Club when Mo3 arrived for a performance. While initial reports claimed it was an attempt on Mo3's life, later revelations suggested Trap Boy Freddy was actually the target and was grazed by bullets. Freddy downplayed it as a car accident, but Mo3 mocked him on Instagram. Trap Boy Freddy escalated tensions by leaking surveillance footage from his CME merchandise store that allegedly showed Mo3 leaving the scene of a confrontation. The grainy video appeared to show Mo3 pointing at someone before quickly departing. Freddy claimed this proved Mo3 had been hiding from him for a year after showing up to the store thinking Freddy wasn't with his crew. Mo3 responded immediately with a shirtless Instagram Live live broadcast. He dismissed the footage as misleading, mocking Freddie for standing there with a gun while he showed up shirtless, ready to fight. He claimed the video had been selectively edited and took to Instagram to react, emphasizing that he came unarmed to settle things like a man. Pointing out the details, he highlighted how he stood in Freddie's own neighborhood at his store with no weapon in hand. He questioned why, if Freddie was so tough, he didn't pull the trigger that day, adding that he hadn't seen him without a gun since. On November 11, 2020, Mo3 was ambushed in a chilling replay of Beezy's 2018 shooting. Dashcam footage showed him desperately running down I-35E before being gunned down. The brazen daylight murder of Mo3, shot 9 times on the highway, sent shockwaves through hip-hop. This was the moment the beef ultimately took its final tragic turn, with Mo3's life being the price. This was all from our side. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy our content, our newest videos are just a click away.